Hey guys, welcome back to my series. This is part 7 of my series where I talk about everything I've learned building an app from scratch with no prior experience. No coding background, no engineering background, just me figuring it out one lesson at a time. From the tools I used to the mistakes I made and everything I wish I knew before I had started. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make when trying to build an app, especially with vibe coding tools, is that they try to build the final version immediately. You start with one good idea, and while you're building, you start thinking, would it be cool if users message each other? It would be cool if I added a social feed. We should add dark mode, subscription plans, and AI assist. And before you know it, you're trying to build everything at once. But I'll say this, when you're building an app, try to build an MVP first. MVP means minimum viable product. It is basically the simplest version of your product that can perform its main purpose and be used by real people. So instead of creating the entire big idea you have in your head, start with the smallest version that you can create that people can use right now. See whether the idea is actually useful and learn from the experience before building more. The word minimum means you're only building what is necessary. The word viable means it works well enough to provide enough value. And product means it's something that people can actually use, not just an idea, not just a design, or not just a collection of unfinished features. An MVP is not supposed to be the broken version of your app. It's supposed to be the focused version. The whole point is to test whether people actually want what you're building before you spend months building everything around it. Because sometimes you have an idea in your head and it sounds amazing, but when real people use it, you might discover they don't need it, they don't understand it, or they would prefer it differently. And the feedback is extremely valuable. When real users test your app, they'll tell you what they like, what is confusing, what they don't like, what is not useful, and what they think should be added. Now, you're not just building based on assumptions. You're getting real answers from people who are actually going to use the product. A good MVP should have a clear entry point so people understand what the app is for and what it does. The biggest lesson is that your first job is not to build your entire dream app. Your first job is to discover whether the foundation of that dream app deserves to exist. Build the smallest real version, put it in front of real people, observe what happens, improve on what matters, then expand. The founders who succeed are not always the ones who has the most future. They are the ones who learn the fastest. Because a simple product used by real people is more valuable than an impressive product that never gets launched. Tomorrow we're going to talk about when to use an AI coding agent versus an AI chatbot.